Welcome everyone to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of daily classes on Zoom. Details for when you can join us in person in Palm Springs if you like, outdoors and safely distanced at Ruth Hardy Park, 5 days a week. And check out online too, where you can make contributions, donations to support our classes. Because right now we don't have a fee structure going on, just the donation setup. And you can make donations online via PayPal or Zelle or Venmo. And if you show up to practice in person, of course, you can make old-fashioned cash donations. I'm going to start out today sitting or kneeling if you prefer. You don't have to sit the way I sit. I'm sitting up on a couple blocks to let my pelvis tilt forward and let the front of my hips open up and just get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. And if it's comfortable, you might close your eyes. Feel your contact with the ground, whatever that is, or whatever you're sitting on if it's not the ground. Wherever you're grounded, what's touching down. Let your weight settle evenly into the support beneath you, whatever that is. Think about the length of your spine. Think of the crown of your head reaching up as you breathe in and your spine telescopes upward. This will help you sit tall without being stiff or rigid. Tuning into the length of the spine, not forcing anything. Bring your attention to your breathing. Just by shifting your awareness, the breath will start to change, start to get deeper and slower. Observe the movements of your breath and the way those movements are feeling in your body. Scan your body to just take in whatever other sensations are present for you. Notice whatever is there to be noticed. Take note, particularly of anything that doesn't feel so good. Any stiffness, any soreness, so that you can keep these things in mind as we practice, knowing that you're always welcome here to skip or modify anything at all. Whenever your attention is drawn away from observing your breath and noticing what's going on in your body, just gently redirect. Our minds always wander. No need to scold ourselves about it. We just gently come back as many times as needed. Staying aware of what's going on, taking care of ourselves to each find the practice that suits us best. If you wish to add to these shared intentions any intention of your own, you can go ahead and do that now. With our intentions in place, let's share 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth with a sighing sound. You can let your eyes open if they're closed. Take whichever leg is in front of the other, and if one's not in front of the other, shift so that one is. Then lift the front one. Support the weight of your leg with the arm on that side. Let your foot hang, let your leg, your ankle be limp. Interlace your fingers of the opposite hand between your toes, and letting your arms and your hands do the work as the leg stays passive. Slowly and gently move your foot in circles to loosen up your ankle. Also a nice bit of acupressure, foot massage going on here. Give some attention to all the nerve endings in the feet. Change direction. So many different muscles, so many tiny bones in here, so many tendons. Release your toes. Use both hands and both arms, whatever grip works for you, to cradle the weight of the whole leg. Let the leg hang in the hip socket. And let the leg stay passive, let the arm move the leg. Circle in the other direction a few times. Let that leg down, bring the other one in front. Let the weight of your leg, let the foot be limp. Bring the fingers between your toes. I guess you could say bring the toes between your fingers. Make those slow, gentle circles with that ankle. And change direction. Release your toes. Support the weight of your leg in both arms. And leg. And change direction. And let your leg down. Reground, adjust. Refinding a comfortable seat. We're kneeling again if you like to kneel. Inhale to bring your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale to draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. And continue at the pace of your own breathing. Maybe the breaths get longer, maybe the movements grow bigger. After your next exhale, sit up. Nice and tall again. Reach your hands out to the sides and rest just your fingertips on the floor to stay long in the spine. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your ear. As you exhale, let your arm drape over your head so your fingertips come to rest by your ear. And gently let the weight of your arm bring your head to the left. For further extension, if you want, Lift your right hand a little and reach out through your fingertips. If your right hand is raised, let it come down. Let your neck remain passive. Let your left hand slide across your head and down to your cheek. And nudge your head to center with your arm. Let that hand down. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, let it drape over. And gently draw your head to the right. If you like, lift your left hand, reach out through your fingertips. If your left hand is raised, let it down. Let your neck be passive. Let your right hand slide over and come down to the side of your head. And nudge your head back up to center. Let that hand down. Walk your left hand out behind you. Bring your left hand over to your, no, bring your right hand over to your left leg. Here we go. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. See about twisting some more, exploring with each breath. Feel that lengthening as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, invite your body to go further. How much feels like enough? Allow your twist to unwind, come back to your center. Walk your right hand behind you, bring your left hand to your right leg. Inhale, find the length again. Exhale, explore the twist. Allow your twist to unwind, come back to center. The circle, neck, forward towards your shoulder. Head good back. Up here, towards your shoulder. And chin back down towards your chest. See how slowly you can stand to go. If there are any spots in your neck that are particularly tight, you could rock back and forth with the tight spot. Pause with the circling. If we can release some of that unnecessary muscular tension. When you finish the next circle, change direction. Take some going the other way. When you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Let's make our way up onto our hands and knees. Get there however you like. Maybe you come forward, maybe you go to one side. Bring your hips above your knees. Shoulders could be under your wrists or behind your wrists. If having your shoulders right, having your wrists right under your shoulders is too much. So maybe you're squared off like this, or maybe your hands are further forward. Reach back with your right foot, press against the ball of your foot, feel your heel draw away from your tailbone. With an inhale, reach your left arm forward, thumb pointing up. If you want to go further, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back through the sole of your foot. If you want to go even further, bend your knee, reach back. You can try to take a bind. Grab your foot, ankle, or pant leg. Kick against your hand, lift your knee and your chin. Really lower down. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, bring your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Take 2 or 3 more rounds of breath like that with cow pose and cat pose. After your next exhale, come back to table with your spine neutral. Reach back and press into the ball of your left foot. With an inhale, reach your arm forward. With your next inhale, pick your left foot up, reach straight back. If you want, you can always put the foot on the ground. If you want to go even further, you can bend your leg and reach back and see about that bind. Stretching your quads, opening the midline and the shoulder. Release, lower down, and take those cow and cat breaths again. And come back to table. Step your left foot up between your hands. You could have blocks under your hands here to ease the transition, give you more room to move your leg. Step your right foot up to meet it. Hang out in a forward fold, maybe keeping the blocks or setting them aside, letting your hands hang in the air or drag on the ground or clasp your elbows. You can sway back and forth, bend one leg and then the other. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. Putting the weight of your head and your arms, draw down towards the ground, lengthening the back of your body. Tune in, you can feel lengthening everywhere in the arms, shoulders, all through the back, glutes, back of the leg. Gently nod your head. And shake your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Press your hands to the front of your legs and feel for the crown of your head, moving forward away from your tailbone. Exhale to relax down. Inhale, roll slowly to standing, hands overhead. Exhale and bring your hands to your heart. Let your hands down at your side. Lift your left shoulder towards your ear. Shift it back. Let it down. Then your right shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the side. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades. Hug yourself. Bring your chin towards your shoulder. Roll it down past your sternum and up to the other shoulder. Down past your sternum. Back up again. Face forward once more. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, cross them the opposite way. As you hug yourself, bring your chin towards your shoulder and draw those sort of semicircles with your chin again. Face forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. I stood too close to the wall behind me, so I'm bending your back arm. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let your arms down from there. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers, reach your palms up, and look up at your hand, lift up your heart. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to bend to the left, ankle length through both arms, keeping the right heel down and the right shoulder back by the ear. And the shoulder wants to curl forward like this. Back here. Inhale to come upright. As you exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let your arms come down. Inhale, out and up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. You can let your knees down for a shorter plank if you like. Either way, let your hips come down in line with your knees and your shoulders. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Elbows staying in close towards the body. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to any height. What feels right for your lower back? Listen to your body and choose your heart opener accordingly. Sometimes it does shift from one hip to the other when you're in a cobra or up dog. Exhale, rock back, pass through table up on your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, press into your feet to lift your knee, and then press into your hands to lift your butt. Downward facing dog, and pedal your feet up and down, bending one leg, and then the other, lifting each heel alternately, bending those heels closer and closer to the ground. Maybe find some stillness for a breath or two. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Get back to plank. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale to rock back and up to down dog. Pass the table if you like. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, stand for hush. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, back and up. And then this downward facing dog, let's take 3 cleansing breaths. Touch your knees down. And make your way to child's pose, bringing your big toes together, opening your knees wider if you like. If your knees trouble you, keeping them in closer may feel better. Sit back towards your heels. Let your hands come forward and your head come down. If your head doesn't reach the ground, you could stack your hands and rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Put a yoga block or other prop under your forehead. You want your head to be supported so your neck can disengage. On the exhale, think of your hips sinking back and down. Not pushing them back, just inviting them to lower some more. As you inhale, expands your belly, maybe feel that action of the breath in the hips. Facilitating that settling back and down. Inhale, come forward and up. Come back to table. So if your knees are wider, bring your knees in under your hips again. We're going to come from table to our heart opener. So inhale, bring your heart forward and drop your belly and come to upward dog or cobra. And exhale, lower down, all the way down. And bring your hands back by your hips, palms down. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your hands, lift your feet. Maybe lift your chest, maybe lift your knees and keep breathing. Neck is nice and long, not scrunched back or tipped forward. So you're looking slightly past for an edge of your mat, probably. Keep a nice long curve in the back, including the neck, because the neck is just the top of the spine. Top of the right is a separate thing. In some places it is, in some places it isn't. Exhale, slowly lower down, rest on your chin, or if you'd rather, rest on one cheek. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, you can do that again. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your hands, lift your feet, maybe your knees, then maybe your chest, and breathe. Feel the breath fill your belly. Keep reaching back, 2 fingers and toes. Exhale slowly and gently, let everything down again. And pause again, resting on your chin or resting on one cheek if you'd rather. Bend your knees, reach your heels towards your butt. And one side at a time, we're going to grab for our feet or our ankles. You could also use the strap here and run a strap over the front of your ankles and have one end in each hand. Reach back. You can grab foot, ankle, or pant leg on one side and the other, or employ the strap. Didn't bring a strap out here with me today. Inhale, lift your chin, kick against your hand. Maybe your knees lift, maybe you lift your chest and breathe into your belly. Exhale slowly, come down, keeping the grip at first. Then release your hands, let them rest, palms down. Keeping your feet up, let your feet wave back and forth. Moving your legs like windshield wipers. You could be resting on your chin or again, resting on one cheek. Then let your legs down. Bring your hands up by your shoulders. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhaling, rock back through table and continue on to child's pose. Sinking back and down, let everything go. Inhale, come slowly forward and up table. You cross your ankles, walk your hands into at your knees. We're going to come to a seat, so you might roll over your ankles or tip onto one hip and swing your legs around, whichever you prefer. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Nudge your legs apart using your arms. Using your arms still, bring the right foot over to the left leg. Pivot your torso, aim your sternum at your left foot, and flex your left foot back towards you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold down over that leg. Reach your left arm to the side and turn your head. Turn your thumb down towards the ground. Reach for your right hip. Draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring your left hand back over by your right hand. Reach your right arm out and turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your left hip. Draw your right shoulder back. Extend your arm. Turn your thumb up. Reach your arm up alongside your ear. Reach your right hand overhead towards your left hand. Reach back up and back out. Bring your right hand over to your left hand. Walk your hands up the front of your leg. Sit yourself up. Using your arms to help, extend your right leg. Bend the foot across. Pivot your torso and flex your right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Reach your right arm to the side and turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your left hip. Draw your right shoulder back in. Extend your arm. Bring your right hand back to your left hand. Reach your left arm out and turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your right hip. Draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Turn your thumb up. Reach up alongside your ear. Pull the head towards your right hand. Slowly reach up and out. Bring your arm all the way across. And walk your hands up your leg. Extend your left leg. Nudge your legs back together. Flex your feet back towards you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down here. If your knees want to bend, they can bend. On each inhale, think of the crown of your head moving forward. On each Feel slowing down some more. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Bring the soles of your feet together with a big space between your heels and your pelvis. So feet as far away from your pelvis as they can be and still be together. Gonna grab the mat. You might reach over your ankles or reach under your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your neck disengage. Head hangs down. Breathe into your lower back. Or breathe into wherever you feel tightness or some other sensation. Breathe into sensation. Start to walk your hand back. Press up to a seat again. Keeping your feet together, bring them in as close as you can. Heels in towards the pelvis. Interlace your fingers, grab your toes in your hand. Wriggle on your seat. Bring the bones in your seat closer to the ground, tilting your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward with your spine long. See how far that long spine might go. Whenever the long spine isn't lowering anymore, let your head lower again. Breathe into your hips. Maybe your elbows press down with the insides of your legs, further opening the hips and grounding the seat. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outside of your knees. Lift your knees towards each other. Rest your feet on the ground. Plant your hands on the ground. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of the mat. Let your knees go back and forth to whatever degree they will. You could turn your head to the opposite side as your knees go down to each side. And we'll work with bridge pose. I left my block. at the wrong end of the mat. Blocks are very handy for bridge pose. You could check the space between your feet. Set it to the second position of the block or to the width of you next to each other, the tops of your feet. Depending on how many blocks you have, you might keep one there. Come down onto your back with your heels in close to your butt. So maybe you scoot your heels and lie down, or maybe you lie down and then draw your heels in. Maybe a bit of both. A block can go between the knees on the middle position if you like. There's a tendency to squeeze on the block. You don't need to. Just let it be there. Tiny bit of gentle pressure keeps it in place. You don't need to crush the block. Press into the soles of your feet and inhale to lift your hips up to bridge. For deeper heart opening, if you like, wriggle your shoulder blades in towards each other. Clasp your hands. Extend your knuckles towards your heels. Checking into your neck, see that it's relaxed. Head resting on the ground, whether you're doing the bind or not. If you're taking that bind, unclasp your hands. Exhale, slowly let your hips come down. Explore moving up and down on bridge for a minute on your own at your pace. Inhaling as we go up, exhaling as we come down. Go as slowly as you want, or as high as you want. Take extra breaths where you want, at the bottom or at the top of the movement. You might repeat the bind if you really enjoy that. Now let's make our way to a supported bridge. Next time we lift up, bring a block under your sacrum. Bony plate, the base of your spine. Come down to rest on your block. Whatever height and position works for you with the block. If you don't have blocks, you could use a bolster, a rolled up mat, some folded blankets or pillows. Keep sending your breath to the support beneath, helping the body accept the support that's holding your hips up. Helping things release in your lower back and pelvis. Press into the soles of the feet. Inhale to lift your hips up off the support. Remove that support. Exhale, slowly let your hips come back down. Move your props out of the way. Cross your left knee, over your right knee and draw your knees towards your chest. Reach down and grab opposite feet in your hands. Draw your feet up towards your shoulders. Or in towards your hips. That's a better visual. Engaging your arms to bring it. Release the grip on your feet. Plant your left foot across your right knee, over your left knee. Draw your knees in again. Reach for your feet again. Engaging your arms to draw your feet in closer. Release the grip on your feet. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Rock and roll to massage your back against the ground. Sides, simple cooling twist. Feel your shoulder blades on the ground and try to keep them both on the ground. Let your legs fall to the right. Turn your head to the left. The closer your knees are to your chest, the deeper the twist feels. You can regulate the sensation by changing the position of the legs. And just let them go to the right to whatever degree they want to or need to. Not pushing them down, just letting your breath bring you out. And slowly bring your head and your knees back up through center. Just let the movement continue to carry you into the opposite twist. Legs to the left and head to the right. Come back up to center. Reach your feet towards the sky. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs in a happy baby pose. Works for whatever inversion you want, if there's some other inversions. you would rather be taking. You can invert to what form you like. When you complete, make your way to maybe to corpse pose, or maybe put some other posture wherever you can be comfortably still for these final minutes of practice to integrate the benefits of your work. Focusing maybe on your breathing, on whatever intention you might have set for yourself, or maybe not focusing. Start to 5 deeper breath. Start to move around bit by bit. Let's gradually get bigger. Gently, mindfully, take time. Whenever you're ready, just sit yourself up. And if you like, bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you